If it's in Hampton Roads, it's on the Hampton Roads Show.
I guess who it is. Just a second. It's Oscar week. We've got a week to go until the Academy Awards. We're putting on our executive producer and resident film fanatic, Stephanie Cook. We're putting her in the hot seat on the record as she joins us with her picks on who's going to take home an Oscar on Sunday.
And on this week's edition of Wreck on the Road, taking a leap of faith and proving it was the right decision, we meet Hampton University head women's basketball coach David Six and learn about his early success in college basketball.
Plus, looking to upgrade your computer now is a great time to test out some of the latest and greatest models on the market. Our friends from Dell at MacArthur Center are here with a little show and tell. And of course, it's contest week on the Hampton Roads Show. All week long, we're going to be giving away some really awesome prizes.
I guess who it is.
It's
Guess who we are. Guess who it is.
Who's that over there?
It does. We're just getting in the spirit of Mardi Gras.
Yes.
You're the first one to take it off.
Tuesday.
It's hard to see through these. It's hard to read the camera.
I'm kind of digging it.
You like it?
It's a good look for you.
Just for something different. Just for
fleur-de-lis,
a little something
scarf.
different.
I like that.
Just a little something different. I like it.
So they're going to be getting crazy down there in New Orleans. Mardi Gras actually started a couple of weeks ago. And today is Fat Tuesday. It's known as the day of the biggest party, but it's also the last day of Mardi Gras before everybody has to settle down and behave. But it brings $300 million to the community of New Orleans because folks want to go visit and just be a part of it. And of course, New Orleans is not the only place. I mean, I told you not to use that picture. Like Carnival and Rio and places all over the world are kind of getting used to this, and it's kind of, there's some of the video there from South America, and it's kind of like a couple of weeks of complete excess before folks buckle down for the observance of Lent, where people spend 40 days being disciplined, making sacrifices in anticipation of Easter. So we're kind of asking this morning if you're getting into the Mardi Gras spirit, and also if you observe Lent, what are you giving up? And even if you don't, was there ever a time in your life where you decided to try to give up something, whether it was, drinking or swearing or eating red meat or anything like that? And, how'd that go? Were you able to stick to it, or was it like a New Year's resolution that went by the wayside a few days later?
Go ahead, Ariane.
Soda for me. I tried. I did about 2 months, and then I went back on. I tried to just limit. I tried to maybe do like one a day, if that. But soda is my thing that I really try to get up.
Thing, huh?
Soda or sweet, something like that. I'm not a big sweets person, but I would definitely say soda.
Soda. Well, I gave up drinking beer for about 6 months after the New Year's just to give it a shot and see how it goes. That beer, wine, and whatever, and it was easy, I thought. I enjoyed it. It was nice.
So you
I can do
learn
it
a little
tomorrow.
bit.
Sure. I mean, just to learn a little bit about yourself. And then you say, okay, I can do it. I can do whatever.
Right.
But I don't know. Nothing crazy. Like wearing a mask on live TV.
For the next 40 days, Chris is going to wear that mask.
And we're also, thanks to Cookie, she got us
wrestler.
some fun decorative Mardi Gras. We got the beads, of course, the masks, and the little hats that you can put on.
Speaking of beads, I think you get a bead for your admission to giving up soda.
Oh, thank you.
How about that?
I grew up in a Catholic, household, so we didn't eat meat, during Lent.
On Fridays.
I thought it was the whole period of Lent. I don't really remember, but I know there was something there. Is it just Fridays? We had fish on Fridays. Every Friday, the flounder with the Ritz crackers on top. Remember that? But before Christmas, I decided to give up sugar, and I've pretty much stuck to it. There have been a couple of slips, but made it through like Christmas and New Year's and everything. And it's hard, but it's important. It took me a long time to figure out I don't quite have a normal relationship with it, so we had to break up. But
well, you know what?
I
think for that, I think you deserve a bead for that. You deserve a bead for giving up sugar, and that's great.
So that's why I'm not eating the cupcakes on the show when the cupcake people are here, and not drinking the smoothies,
the crisp brulee,
all that kind of stuff. It's tough around here, that's for sure.
It is. Okay. Mask off.
Kind of thing.
All right. Mask off?
Well, I mean.
Okay. I mean, why not?
We kind of wanted to open. We'll put that there. It may go on towards the end of the show.
You will continue to earn beads, right?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, let's switch gears a little bit here, and let's talk about something that affects everybody. Switch gears. It's exactly it. Let's put the pedal to the metal on this hot topic, and it is the ever-rising gas prices. I mean, here we are in February. not even close to Memorial Day weekend, and gas prices are record high. The average gas price in the state of Virginia for regular is $3.54, and they say it is creeping up towards $4 a gallon by summertime. So we want to know, does that make you reevaluate and make you think differently about your transportation needs?
Make you want to give up driving.
Makes you want to maybe give up that big SUV you're driving and maybe consider the public transportation. I don't know if it's gone that far for many people, but I mean, looking at today's traffic jam to get onto the base this morning, man. I mean, amazing. Just look at all that wasted money, and it's really hitting people hard.
Yep.
And like I said, have you considered transportation alternatives?
Yeah. Well, hopefully,
riding a bike.
In the city of Norfolk, maybe they'll consider getting, they've talked about getting the light rail up to the base. That would be pretty big,
I think
because
so,
on mornings like this, when Chopper 10 showed us just the white line of, traffic. Yeah.
Stretching forever. It was really bad this morning.
Yeah. I haven't really considered not, public transportation or things like that, but, I mean, kind of makes you think about whether you will, how you run your errands, whether you'll kind of cluster them together and not be so keen to kind of zip out to one place.
Yeah.
I just feel for people who you pull up next to people in Hummers, Navigators, Escalades. You just wonder what it costs
to
fill
up the
gas tank. Yeah. I drive a Honda, 99 Honda Civic. So for me, $30, that's a lot for my little car, but it is what it is. But I just can imagine if my little Honda takes $30, what a big truck or a big Escalade SUV would take to fill up. So
it seems that the higher the gas prices go and the more difficult it becomes for many people, maybe the city of Virginia Beach will say, hey, you know what, maybe the transportation, the tide going to the ocean front's probably a good idea.
Yeah, it'd be great.
That's why it is all looking towards the future, and something tells me those prices aren't going to go down.
But until that day when everybody can, hop in their little light rail train, Lori Clayton is here today to talk about her deals of the week and also how you can kind of save when gas prices go.
You know what? She's going to earn some beads for that.
Okay.
All right. So we're also
in a non-traditional way, Lori.
talking our third hot topic this morning. Of course, Sunday is the big Academy Awards, the 84th Annual Academy Awards, also known as the Oscars, where, of course, our own executive producer, Stephanie Cook, later on in the show is going to give us her picks on who she says. Stephanie does something that's really cool, and you've probably, folks who are moviegoers and maybe heard of it, it's called the AMC Best Picture Showcase, and what it is, she went last Saturday and saw 4 of the Best Picture movies, and she's going to see 5 next Saturday. You watch them all back-to-back, so that way you can kind of see if who you think will walk away as a winner. The only ones like Best Picture: The Artist, The Descendants, Extremely Loud and Incredibly Close, The Help, Hugo, Midnight in Paris, Moneyball, The Tree of Life, and War Horse. I only saw The Help. Who's seen Moneyball? Did you see Moneyball? I
saw Moneyball.
You saw Moneyball.
It was really good.
I'm a baseball fan, so I'm rooting for Moneyball.
You're rooting for Moneyball?
Why not?
I hope The Help pulls out. That was one of our book club pictures. So we just want to know, who do you think will pull out a win this weekend? Who are you looking forward to seeing? Have you seen any of the Best Pictures? Any of those? And
people should know, Stephanie really prides herself on calling it. I called it. I called it. I called it. I called it. So today we're going to put her on the hot seat and pin her down to her picks, and we'll see on Monday if it's
if it was a win,
a big I called it fest or not. So
she should have a vote. She should be a part of the Academy.
Maybe she is. Aren't they?
She
aren't
might be. You don't
secret?
know. Yeah, it's a big secret. You don't know who votes. That's a good.
Well,
I don't know. You got me thinking now.
You got me thinking.
Might be one of those.
She's a secretive person. Witness protection program, and they planted her as the executive producer of the Hampton Roadshow
to vote.
Get a bead for that.
Thank you.
All right, so those are hot topics. Talking about gas prices. What have you given up, or what will you
trying to give something up?
And also, who do you think will pull out this weekend for the Academy Awards? Send us your comments on Facebook. Also, you can follow us on Twitter at @HR_show. And I think Jeremy Wheeler needs some beads. Jeremy, happy Fat Tuesday.
I think you look good in a hat.
Yes.
Try it. Outfit is suddenly plain.
Right, there we go.
That's a good look for you.
That's great.
It's a good look.
You've done worse.
Wrapped in bubble wrap.
I'm not so sure, buddy.
I'm sure. All right. How's that?
You saw Moneyball.
Do I look like a leprechaun?
You do.
Got to do a jig.
Yep.
Didn't you see Moneyball?
Yeah, I think that's the only one I saw at all. I wasn't a big fan of Moneyball, but I'm not the biggest baseball fan, so that might say something about it. But there's some movies I really, really want to see that in there that I haven't. That War Horse, I still want to see that. I just don't ever get time to see movies.
I heard War Horse was really good too.
And that The Artist looks really interesting since it's
I would like to
white and silent film. I mean, that's really something. But.
And Hugo. I'd like to see Hugo.
Yeah.
Hugo seems really cool.
Interesting movies. So, you know, maybe next couple of days I'll get out. Maybe the wife will let me get out and see a movie or two. I don't know. We'll see. So anyway, let's talk about the weather. And it's going to be some outdoor weather here coming up in the next couple of days. Get some nice warm temperatures.
Fat Tuesday weather.
Yeah, look at that. It's 54 today. A little bit warmer compared to yesterday and this morning. And then 63 degrees for tomorrow. 71 for a high on Thursday. And then upper 60s on Friday with some showers. Then the weekend comes along. And I know the timing stinks. We got to cool down. Highs in the upper 40s Saturday. Low 50 Sunday. Maybe if we're lucky, we can bring those temperatures up a little bit as we get closer to that date. All right, so here we go with the pop quiz for today. This is the first clue. An exit on I-64. Opposite of Sasquatch, question mark. Originally 6 Mile Ordinary, and it's in James City County. So I tried to narrow this down to a very small geography area. I mean, how many exits are there in James City County? Think about it, and then, you know, submit your answer.
Okay, I got it.
There you go. All right.
Bing, the light went off. You get a bead for that.
TheHamptonRoadshow.com.
Man, I'm 2 for. Carrie's already got 4.
You know, just because she claims to know the answer.
I don't know it.
All right. You know, it is contest week on the Hampton Road Show. We're giving them some amazing things all week long. We've already given away the ticket to the PBR Experience March 10th at Hampton Coliseum, but here's what's still up for grabs.
We have new carpeting for 3 rooms, including padding and labor, up to 324 square feet from the Carpet Discount Warehouse. A Yankee Candle gift basket loaded with lots of great Yankee candles and accessories from the Yankee Candle Williamsburg flagship store.
All right, you could get an outdoor deck cooking package, including a 4-burner gas grill, outdoor fryer, and grill kit from MNK Unlimited Custom Decks.
2-night weekend stay at Newport News Marriott at City Center with breakfast for 2 each day, and everyone who enters our pop quiz trivia all week long will automatically be entered to win the contest week grand prize, the hottest ticket in town, the Country Mega Ticket from Farm Bureau Live.
Dun, dun, dun.
That's
great
cool.
prizes,
Good
yeah.
stuff.
All right, well, today on Anderson, Courtney Cox joins Anderson to talk about her life after her split from husband David Arquette and her friends, including her former co-star from Friends. Here's a clip.
Lisa Kudrow is she going to be on this season or was she on last season?
She was on last
season.
She was on
okay. And she's going to be on the show in like a week. Any suggestions on what I should talk to her about? Or I'm such a huge fan of hers, from not only from Friends, but also the comeback I was obsessed with.
She's so talented.
She's so, yeah, very.
She's one of my favorite people. She's just amazing. No, she's just funny. I call her Loot. She calls me Coot.
Loot?
Loot, yeah.
Why Loot?
I don't know. It happened a long time ago. We had so many nicknames on Friends. I mean, most of my names, like my corporation, my house, I've just got different names that Matthew Perry came up with. He used to give me so much material.
Really?
He was really funny.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
All right, well, Courtney also reveals how she and David co-parent their daughter Coco, then meet the cast of her hit TV show Cougar Town and get the real scoop on whether or not Courtney is dating any of her new co-stars. And while you're watching, look for the Anderson word of the day, then log on to WAVY.com to enter and win tickets to an Anderson show taping.
All right, still ahead on the Hampton Road Show, will the artist sweep the Oscars, and is all the buzz over The Descendants legit? Our executive producer and film buff Stephanie Cook breaks down the big Oscar races and reveals her picks for Hollywood's top honor.
But first, her scissors are sharp and she's ready to save, especially when it comes to those soaring gas prices. Lori Clayton, the coupon consultant, joins us with her tips on how to go from gas guzzler to sipper. Plus, she'll have her deals of the week. All right, time to check in with our money-saving expert, Lori Clayton, the coupon consultant. We are going to talk about gas prices in just a second, but first, Lori's first deals of the week may save you a trip to the grocery store, specifically the produce aisle. Talking about getting the garden growing.
That's right. Right now is the time to start thinking about getting your garden ready, and if you're going to plant some seedlings inside, right now is a great time to do it. And then this sounds like an odd place, but Walgreens actually has some in-ad coupons, meaning it's from their ad. Okay. You can get 8 pounds of potting soil for 99 cents. What? And then they have packets of seeds. I left all my veggie and fruit seeds at home, but we've got Hampton Roadshow marigolds, but they are 5 for $1. And so for $3, I've got 10 packets of seeds and 8 pounds of potting soil, and I can start all my little seedlings inside so that they're ready to go in my garden.
Yeah, and the seeds are cheap. You know, if you wait and then go to a garden center and you try to get larger plants, I mean, they're just going to cost so much more because they've been started already for you.
Right, right.
And the kids like doing that stuff too.
That's what I was going to say. It's a great thing for the kids to see, hey, we can plant these seeds, and they see over the next 6 to 8 weeks how they're growing and then what it looks like to put it in the garden. So it's a perfect lesson. So for $3, get your garden started right now. So that's a great thing. Now, gas, as y'all covered it, I mean, it is crazy. It's going up and up and up. So what are some ways to save on gas? First of all, check it at a price comparison website or on an app on your phone. There are apps for it. GasBuddy.com is one of the most popular. Looked at it last night. You can see gas prices of $3.50, $3.60, but then places like Costco have it at $3.37 a gallon.
Okay.
So that's a 30-cent a gallon difference, and that's pretty significant.
It adds up.
It does. It really, really adds up. Secondly, be sure to read up on driving tips. Believe it or not, there are actually ways. I mean, we know not to drive angry, not to drive stressed, you know, like that. We're going to use more gas that way. But there's some things that you can do in terms of not laying on your brake pedal all the time and not laying on the accelerator. And here with all this commuter, like this morning in traffic, there's some tips that will help you, even if you're not driving a hybrid.
Yeah, man, even I think like your tire pressure, if your tires aren't properly inflated, you're going to burn more gas. Take a look at what's in your trunk if it really needs to be there.
That's right. Air filter, check all those things, spark plugs, all of that makes a difference. So do the driving tips, do that preventative maintenance. The other thing, too, is we have 2 local grocery stores that actually allow you to earn gas rewards while you shop. Farm Fresh and Kroger.
Okay.
Farm Fresh is, they don't announce or tell you what the products are that will qualify for gas rewards, but you can earn up to 50 cents off per gallon every time you go in there. So, and you can use 4 or 5 tickets at a time. So let's say you have a 10-cent, reward from this trip, and a 7-cent reward from this trip, and a 15-cent. I mean, it can add up. So it'd be another 20 to 40 cents off a gallon.
So you don't know until you get to the register what you're going to get for points.
Right.
But you'll get something.
You're typically always going to get something.
Okay.
Yeah. And then Kroger, for every $100 you spend, you get 100 points. Well, that means 10 cents off a gallon. And I know people who are almost exclusive Kroger shoppers, and what it does is it works at Shell gas stations. So they've partnered together, but there's also a Kroger out in Virginia Beach that they've built their own gas station.
Okay.
So, definitely think about while you're shopping, picking that up. And then, don't forget about places like Costco, where you've got a membership anyway.
Yeah.
If you're going to be there, get your gas there. I mean, we talked earlier. It's a 30-cent difference per gallon.
All right, and they are talking about how high those prices can go. We've got a gas tracker, too, at WAVY.com to at least let you know where prices are lowest. But if you can partner that up with some grocery shopping, too, at least cover your trip to the store, you're breaking even.
Oh, yeah. No, that's great.
All right, don't forget, Lori is sending you to Walgreens this week for her Deals of the Week to get your garden growing. And, well, what else is on your blog this week when we're going to link your blog to thehamptonroadshow.com? What else is...
Well, other stuff that I've got going on this week, I actually have a big class on Sunday afternoon, so if you're looking for a class, that's a great thing. National Pancake Day is next Tuesday. We talk about that every year. You're going to get free pancakes. There's also free tax preparations for the military.
Oh,
so that's all of those things are there.
All right, again, we'll put that at thehamptonroadshow.com. Thanks, Lori.
Thank you.
All right, in the Buzz Center, celebrating our own little Mardi Gras in the corner here with the lovely decor of the little hat.
I feel like we've got just about everything.
Okay, I can
just
see what
about
it
everything.
Like in
We're halfway there.
I'm liking this.
You like
Fleur-de-lis
this?
scarf. You got the mask on and
I'm ready
the colors.
I'm ready to cruise Bourbon Street.
That's where I wore my. Have you ever been to Bourbon Street?
I have been to Bourbon Street. What a scene that is. I can't imagine what it's like at Mardi Gras.
Oh my goodness, it's mayhem. It's crazy. I haven't been since I've been older, but we used to always go when we lived in Texas. All my family's from New Orleans, so we would drive to Mardi Gras. My uncles are police officers, and they would barricade us in because it gets so crazy. And I do remember seeing some things that my mom was like, phew. So just, you have to be very careful. A lot of people go down there, but it's fun. The food and the beads and the colors.
I think New Orleans is a bucket list place for just about everybody, and not so much for Mardi Gras or Bourbon Street, just because of the restaurants and the music and the culture. I think it's a great place.
If you haven't been, it'd be a chance. And hey, look behind you. Pete decided to join in on the festivities.
What's Pete?
Pete has a hat.
Pistol Pete, there he is.
Looks good, Pete. All right, so we just wanted to know, it's also kind of like the last hurrah before giving up something for Lent. And we wanted to know, have you given up something? What will you give up? Corinne Maple says she always gave up chocolate when she was a kid. She said she never made it to Easter, though. That's a hey, how you go, girl?
Hey, now.
Go, girl. All right, Jessie Ray. Eisenpress, he says, good morning. Yes, I've given up alcohol and cigarettes for my girlfriend, and after they broke up, he said he still doesn't drink or smoke.
Wow.
Good for you, Jesse. And also, though, you see a lot of people walking down Bourbon Street.
Because you can't drive down Bourbon Street.
But if you plan to drive
And if you were to drive from here to New Orleans, it would cost you a ton because gas prices are way up. And we're asking you, are you rethinking your transportation needs because the gas prices keep going? And Stacy Noble says, I'm buying a bike to get to work, and I'm not taking any time off for vacations, and I will not eat out. It is crunch time. Also, James says, pulling out my old 10-speed Schwinn, cancellation of spinning classes as I'll be pedal power for 15 miles, 5 times a week. I am not paying more for gas than I do for milk. That is craziness. I know, it's crazy. They say $4 a gallon.
Yeah, summertime, I think a lot of people have been pulling out the bikes.
Staycations.
Yes, we got tons of comments on that one, so still keep sending it. Of course, we're on Twitter, too, at @HR_show.
You know, you did such a good job. You get some beats for that.
Thanks, Chris.
All right.
Appreciate it.
All right, still to come from the high school ranks to college basketball. Hampton head coach David Six is off to a great start in his college coaching career. We catch up with the leader of the Lady Pirates on this week's Wreck on the Road.
But first, our executive producer and resident film fanatic, Stephanie Cook, joins us to make her Oscar picks official.
And don't forget our pop quiz. You could win one of the fabulous contest prizes this week. You can see it on your screen right now. And by entering, you're registered on Friday's grand prize drawing, a pair of country mega tickets, courtesy of Farm Bureau Live at Virginia Beach. Just log on to hamptonroadshow.com and click on the pop quiz button on the top right-hand corner of your screen. We'll be right back.
I love it.
He's looking festive.
Pete is ready to go to Mardi Gras.
He rules.
Well, if you're a mom, you know that childbirth is miraculous, but it can do a number on your body. So we asked the experts from the Plastic Surgery Center of Hampton Roads about some options for the mommy makeover. I'm here at the Plastic Surgery Center of Hampton Roads with Dr. Randy Blanchard. Today we're talking about mommy makeovers. Dr. Blanchard, what is a mommy makeover?
Mommy makeover is actually any combination of procedures that we do individualized to each patient to address the changes in a woman's body that occur after having children.
So who would be a good candidate for a mommy makeover?
Most of my patients that come in after having children are concerned about excess skin, especially in the lower abdominal area, possibly some stretch marks in that area from the skin stretching out from having children, and the pooch of the abdominal wall that occurs when the babies grow and stretch the abdominal musculature out. Also, women that their breasts get large after having during the pregnancy, and when they involute after having their babies, especially if they breastfeed, they have a lot of changes to their breasts. So those women come in asking for things to be done to correct these problems.
Now, can the procedures be done as an outpatient?
Most certainly. The majority of the procedures we do can be done as an outpatient. They can be done together. The combination of the abdominal procedures with the breast procedures can be done together as an outpatient. Occasionally, certain patients have certain medical needs that require them to be done at the hospital, but the vast majority can be done as an outpatient.
So how long would you say is the recovery period for something like this?
Again, since every individual requires different types of procedures, the recovery is going to be different based on the individual, based on what their level of a recovery they're after. For example, if someone has to go back to a desk job, it may not be as long as someone who's going back to a nursing position where they're having to move patients. But in general, 3 or 4 days, they're able to take care of themselves, shower, fix meals, and certainly within a week get back to a desk job, maybe a little bit longer for a more physical job.
So I'm a mom and I'm looking to get this procedure done. How do I know that my surgeon is qualified? What do I need to be asking them? What should I know?
The basic things you look for: are they board certified? Are they a member of the American Society of Plastic Surgeons? Do they operate in an accredited facility? Those are the main things. And most of the plastic surgeons in this area meet that requirement. To go a step further, you may ask, how many procedures have they done? You have to make sure that you feel comfortable with that surgeon, because if things don't turn out exactly the way you want them, do you feel comfortable bringing that up in the postoperative period? What are they going to do for you if things don't turn out the way you want them?
What do you hear from your patients that get this procedure done when they come back? Do they come back to you? Are they happy with it?
In general, the patients are very happy with these procedures, especially related to the abdomen. I mean, you can go back to the gym and do sit-ups and get rid of the extra weight, but to really get that flat stomach back, to get rid of that extra skin, to tighten up the musculature, you're not going to be able to do that without some type of surgical intervention.
Dr. Blanchard, some great information on mommy makeovers. Thank you so much for your time.
Thanks for having me.
All right, the Plastic Surgery Center of Hampton Roads is located in Newport News. You can find them online, www.pschr.com, or just give them a call, 873-3500. All right, still ahead, our executive producer, Stephanie Cook, joins us with her Academy Award picks. That's coming up next.
Welcome back to the Hampton Road Show. We're back in the buzz, and not only is it Fat Tuesday, Mardi Gras, but
I didn't see that.
You didn't see that?
I wasn't even paying attention.
Snuck up on you. You know, having a little fun with the ascot
scarf. It's also
Do-rag.
Punchki Day. Now,
Punchki. What is Punchki?
they're pastries. It's a traditional Polish cuisine.
Like a donut?
Yeah, it's like a donut.
And how do you spell Punchki?
It's spelled P-A-C-Z-K-I. I would have
Just like
never
it sounds.
thought that Punchki.
Stop showing me.
I didn't know you made it down to Bourbon Street.
She gets around.
Let you go, girl. Yeah, we were talking about, of course, Fat Tuesday in Nolens.
There's some Punchkis. There's some Punchkis right there.
Beignets. If you've ever gone to New Orleans, you have to go to get the beignets.
Yes.
So we wanted to know, what were you giving up for Lent, or have you given anything up? How long did you go? Did it work out?
You know what? I think I'm going to give up this scarf after this show.
You are?
I think I'm going to give this up.
Louisa Coleman says, I usually don't give anything up for Lent just because I felt like I was only doing it just because, but one year she did give up soda. She says that's the only thing that she can remember giving up, actually. I tried giving up soda.
You did?
Carrie gave up sugar. You gave up beer and wine.
And anything
Are you
else
still giving
like
that up? How's that going?
I can try.
Yeah?
Yeah, that was a couple years ago.
You should give up that scarf.
I will. Okay.
No, it's good. It's good.
No, I mean, hey, there's so many different things I can do.
Of course, you know, Sunday is the big day for
the Oscars. Yes, they're looming, and we're going to talk about that in just a moment.
Yeah, I wanted to know, who do you think is going to walk away big winner on Sunday? Harry Brogan, he says he's going to wait for the People's Choice Awards. That's a much better way of gauging what the best movies actually are. His opinion. James LeBlanc says, The Help. I just wish the voting was a little bit more diverse.
That's right. NBC said last night 94% of the voters are white, 77% men.
Really?
Yeah, the Academy. We got some info on the Academy.
I think Stephanie is a secret voter.
I think George Clooney is a voter. Yeah, Stephanie's not a white man, so that doesn't.
Not a white man. And then Elizabeth says, I saw almost all of the Best Picture nominees. I think Midnight in Paris deserves it, but The Artist or Hugo, she thinks, is going to take it.
I like Hugo. I'd like to see that. I'm encouraged. I want to see that.
Well, you know what? Let's see what Stephanie has to say about that.
Oh, we'll get to that in just a moment. But first, as we've been talking about those Oscars, they are looming now. And some big stars and even bigger films are poised to take away the gold statuette on the Academy's biggest night. Fox's Adam Housley takes a look at what's in store for Sunday.
Sunday's Best Picture Oscar race offers a wide variety of genres and subject matters, all competing for Tinseltown's most coveted prize. The Artist is this year's favorite, a small independent silent film shot in black and white. Its stars are hoping for Oscar gold.
It was really impossible just to tell you a little story. We didn't have any distributor when we made it.
Stop that child! A couple of Oscar-winning directors are nominated again, Martin Scorsese for Hugo and Steven Spielberg for War Horse. Both films earned critical praise, but are not considered favorites for the Golden Statue.
What changed your mind? God. And Miss Ellie Holbrook.
With Viola Davis and Octavia Spencer grabbing SAG Awards, The Help is the only Best Picture nominee to surpass the $100 million mark.
I'm the backup parent.
The Descendants, headlined by George Clooney, had early promise with voters, along with Brad Pitt's Moneyball, which seemed like the most commercial film, but only took in $76 million.
It makes me question what is success, what is failure. Maybe it's a string of that.
I found something from every decade.
In the It's an Honor to be Nominated group are 3 films that round out the field: Extremely Loud and Incredibly Close, The Tree of Life, and Woody Allen's comedy Midnight in Paris, which just won a Writers Guild Award for Best Original Screenplay.
I'm not quite as taken with him as you are.
In Hollywood, Adam Housley, Fox News.
All right, and now our executive producer and resident film fanatic, Stephanie Cook, joins us now to talk about the Academy Awards and to make her Oscar picks official. Someone is recording this in the back, right?
You guys are so funny. You build me up and you're prepared to take me down on Monday. I can see it. No, you know, a lot of exciting stuff this year for pictures, but I found this year's group of pictures, which is 9. It had up to 10, but they introduced a new rule where you have to have earned, I think it's 45% of the Academy's voting nominations in order to be nominated. So that means there are a slew of films that didn't get 45% to get in to that 10th spot, which was shocking. Like even on the day the nominations came out, I was like, there's only 9. What's going on? Right. You know, and it took me a little bit to figure it out. But yeah, and so that's interesting because I feel like Ides of March was grossly left out of the top 10, and a film like Extremely Loud and Incredibly Close got into the top 10, which really, all critics are going, what, really? What? You know? But it's one of those things, you know, the movies come out, as long as they come out in New York and LA before the deadline in December, then it can be nominated. So there are some films that we hadn't even seen here, they hadn't opened in Hampton Roads, that got in, and so, you know, that left us going, you know, do we matter to the film industry? But we do, and places like The Narrow, who show amazing films, and I've seen 3 pictures that were not screened anywhere else at The Narrow that were nominated, so that's exciting. So we're going to get to the Best Picture first. We're going to do Best Picture first. So here's who I think should win. Personally, having seen all the nominees, I think Hugo should win. Hugo is an absolutely spectacular display of cinema. There are some scenes in there, cinematography, amazing. It's a great history lesson, and it really should win. Who do I think will win? I believe The Artist is going to take it. It's just got a groundswell of support, and to be a black and white, silent movie in this day and age and have them actually portray all the emotion nowadays when we're so used to it, it gives you a new appreciation for film. The Artist, I think, will win. Best Actor, who should win? Brad Pitt from Moneyball. He was amazing in this movie. He was able to deliver dialogue. This movie is rich in dialogue. It's really amazing, and it seems like it comes right out of his brain, off his tongue.
This was the first time I actually thought he was doing a great job acting. I hate to say that, but I've never before thought he was he was amazing, so good as an actor.
Billy Bean. Who will win? George Clooney in The Descendants. It's actually a split right now between a lot of the critics who think that George Clooney and Gerard Dujardin for The Artist are you know, it's a foot race for this one, but I think it's actually George Clooney's time to win this one. He hasn't won Best Actor. Actress, who should win? Glenn Close and Albert Nobbs, an amazing performance. She's been nominated a million times. I think she should win it, but who I think will win? The groundswell has Viola Davis from The Help taking Best Actress. She was nominated for supporting in Doubt a while ago, and I think it was 2009, but I think it might be her time to win it, but I really think Glenn Close is amazing. And quickly, I want to do supporting actor, who should win? Jonah Hill, again, in Moneyball. He was amazing in that. I can't say enough about him. Who will win? Christopher Plummer. There's absolutely not a shadow of a doubt that he's going to win for The Beginners. Supporting actress, who should win? I think, and we have all seen Bridesmaids, Melissa McCarthy. She was fantastic, and the Academy has a history of giving this to funny movies. Whoopi won in Ghost, and oh my gosh, I just completely forgot. My Cousin Vinny. Marissa Tomei won, and it's just one of those things that's not completely left field, and it was such a well-written character and well-delivered. However, Octavia Spencer will win for The Help. She was absolutely stunning in that. And finally, real quick, Best Director, who I think should win. I'm going to go along with who I think should win Best Picture, which is Martin Scorsese for Hugo. But I think who will win? Michael Hardname for The Artist. That's vicious. So I think that's who's going to win. But I mean, if you haven't seen Hugo, I think Hugo was badly marketed, and it's a children's book. However, it is not a children's film, and they marketed it that way. But if you haven't seen Hugo, it's definitely worth it, and the 3D is amazing. Best use of 3D I've seen, I think.
Wow, I like that.
Chelsea, come Monday.
Thank you very much.
Hey, you know what? Just for that,
She gets 2, Chris.
Oh my gosh, I'm so impressed by that.
Ariane, take this.
All right, well, coming up on this week's Wreck on the Road, making the jump from high school to college, coaching looks easy if your Lady Pirates had Coach David Six. Find out about his hoops journey in just a moment. Stay with us.
I didn't notice Pete had your scarf on him.
He just keeps evolving.
Right? All right. Speaking of evolving, Chris is about to introduce us to a man who has certainly done that in his career. We're getting a little bit closer to the time of year when college basketball takes center stage. And Chris is going to tell us about a local team that's aiming for the NCAA tournament.
That's right. The women's basketball team at Hampton University has been to the big dance 2 straight years, and the Lady Pirates look stronger than ever this year. One of the big reasons for the team's success has to do with the coach. He is David Six, and we meet Coach Six today on this week's edition of Wreck on the Road. Hampton University head women's basketball coach David Six has the look of a longtime college basketball coach. But don't be fooled. This is just his 3rd year coaching college basketball.
You know, obviously it's my dream opportunity to get paid to do something that you love, and certainly appreciative of Dr. Harvey and the administration over here for giving me the opportunity, taking a chance of someone who had never had any experience in at the college game, and you know, just taking a leap of faith.
It was a true leap of faith by Hampton University President Dr. William Harvey. Six made the jump to Hampton University soon after guiding Hampton High School to 2 state championships.
Still hold a high expectation for myself and wanting to do well or whatever, and I think that we've come over here and we've taken advantage of that opportunity and trying to show the world what Hampton University women's basketball is all about.
Six says the biggest difference between coaching high school and college basketball is the relationships he forms with his players.
I think the biggest difference between high school and college is in high school, you may have known that kid since they were 3 or 4 years old. There's a much more of a trust factor. You know that you may know that person's family or whatever. In college, you're just getting to know that person. And you got a short period of time to gain their trust and get them to break some habits and get them to do things the way you want them to do them.
His quick study of players has paid off. Six guided the Lady Pirates to the NCAA tournament his first 2 seasons. This year, Six and his Lady Pirates have knocked off Boston College from the ACC and Pittsburgh from the Big East. They are 20-4 overall, 12-1 in the MEAC. While he admits his team is on the right track, he also gives a lot of credit to the competition around the MEAC conference.
I call it the Tiger Woods syndrome. You know, where there were some years where Tiger Woods made like a mockery of golf. You know, the level of expectation was there, but he was able to maintain that or whatever. And I think that as long as you have a high level of expectation for yourself and you work hard, you're going to come close. And so we work hard here, and no one puts more pressure on me than I do on myself. So I'll continue, I think, to try to excel.
3rd year coaching college basketball, and this is the 3rd straight year he's led the team to 20 wins. 2 straight years of the NCAA tournament. He has to still win the MEAC to get into the NCAA tournament. Yeah. But so far, a great start for David Six, and it's so neat to see him go from high school to college and be successful. So.
And it's nice that he could do that and stay in his home, in the same area.
That's right. He didn't travel very far. Right. That's for sure.
All right. Well, best of luck to him and to the Pirates.
Yep.
Well, if you are looking to upgrade your computer with the latest and greatest hardware, software, and technology, this is just for you. Joey McDaniels, Regional Sales Manager from Dell at MacArthur Center, is here to show us some of the coolest gear on the block right now. Joey, welcome to the Hampton Road Show.
Thank you.
So what'd you bring for us today?
This first is the Alienware M14X, and this is really made for your mobile gamer. So if you like to go to your friend's house and play the latest and greatest games, This is the system. And it has style and substance. So it's less than 7 pounds. The internal components are really made to handle those latest and greatest video games.
Okay.
As you can see, it has some style. I have it cycling through this backlit keyboard, a lot of different colors there. Yeah.
How cool is that?
And you can go to this, this is the Alienware Command Center, and there's a color wheel, so you can just personalize that however you want it.
Really?
Whatever color you like.
And so this is for the gamers because they're on computers. How's the battery life on this?
6 hours battery life on that. So you can game all you want and you'll be fine.
All right, so you have this product at the store that someone can kind of play on?
Oh, absolutely. This is at the store. And we have, on March 24th, we have a gaming event coming up.
Yes, I've heard about that. Talk about that.
Yeah, so we're going to have the station set up, and people can come in, try it out. It's powered by Verizon 4G, so it really tells you how it's going to work when you're on the go and out there when you don't have a Wi-Fi or hotspot available.
Okay.
If people can come in, you can actually sign up to win one of these. We're giving one away for free with a lot of other cool prizes, too.
Really?
Kind of fits with contest week.
There you go. I like that. And then this.
I can't wait to get this one. This is the XPS 13. And as you can see, very slim.
It is very thin.
Less than 3 pounds, 18 millimeters at its thickest point. So it's really not any bigger than a smartphone that you have. And this is really made for durability. First, you have a precision cut piece of aluminum, so it's from one piece, versus a lot of the systems are stamped. And it's just not as durable. And you have carbon fiber on the bottom. Have you ever had a laptop and you sit it on your lap and it gets really hot?
Yes, you have to have the cooling pads.
The carbon fiber, it eliminates that. It's on the bottom.
Really?
And it allows for lightweight.
Okay.
Makes it a little bit more lightweight. Like I said, less than 3 pounds. And as you can see, it has a 13.3-inch screen. Now, it has a small footprint, though. This is about the size of an 11-inch laptop.
Okay.
And we do this because the screen goes edge to edge, and this is Gorilla Glass. You can scrape it, you can rub some keys across it.
What?
Nothing's going to happen to it. It's
No
wonderful,
way.
yes.
Wow.
And one of the greatest features of this system is that it boots up in about 8 seconds. Have you ever tried to boot up and it takes forever?
You go, do something, you come back, yes.
8 seconds to boot up from cold. If it's in a deep sleep, only 4 seconds.
Really?
And that's from the Intel Rapid Start technology. So
Okay.
it allows that with the solid state hard drive, allows it to boot up very quickly.
So how do you know what is the right laptop for you?
Well, you know what? It depends on the person. It depends on your needs. And that's the good thing about our Dell at store at MacArthur Center. Okino and team there, he's our store manager. He can help you out. So you go in, talk to him, tell him exactly what you're wanting to do with your system, and they will kind of custom fit one of our systems for your needs. So it really depends on if you're on the go, if you want to stay at home, how much you carry it around, you know, how heavy you like it. So they can help you out with all that.
And you guys have all the accessories like the laptop bags, the batteries, and anything else
We
that
have
you
whatever
would
you
need
want.
to be
Absolutely.
complete. Any sales going on?
Well, you know what? We're actually, this is coming out on February the 28th.
Okay.
It's available for sale.
All right.
It's starting out at $9.99, which is a wonderful price for this Ultrabook, which is what this type of notebook is called.
Okay.
It's an Ultrabook. $9.99 starts on February 28th. You can actually come in right now and sign up to win one of these too. I mean, it's contest week.
You guys are just
we're giving
going
away
above
the house.
and
So you can come in and sign up to win one of these, and you can come and demo it. We'll have a demo starting this weekend where you can come in and test it out.
And want to mention that your Alienware gaming event is going to be on March 24th, and that is going to be, just go to Dell at MacArthur Center and mention the Hampton Roadshow. We have that to get $50 off select systems over $5.99.
Absolutely.
We'll have all the dates and the information on our website, hamptonroadshow.com. And Joey, I think you earned yourself some beads.
Thank you so much.
We appreciate it.
Gosh, you know, I hope people are sitting at home. We just went from computers. Hopefully they're on their computer at home trying to get one of these prizes.
Oh my gosh, it is contest week. We're giving away some great prizes this week. To catch you up, we'll do that in a second. But first, Jeremy's here. He's got to give the answer to the trivia.
Right, let's take a look at it. The
That's
four
how you
clues
get
once
one.
again, and I apologize, I misspelled originally earlier, but I fixed it. So here's the four clues again. An exit on I-64, opposite of Sasquatch, question mark. Originally 6 Mile Ordinary, and it is in James City County. So what do we think about that one? What do you got?
Sasquatch?
I have no idea.
It's not Bigfoot. It's Lightfoot.
Lightfoot. There you go. Yeah, that's right.
Sasquatch.
And good job.
I didn't even know that was a... Okay.
It's a place. Yeah.
Allen Iverson was easier.
Somebody hasn't found Pierce's barbecue yet, because you'd know.
No, I haven't.
All right, so let's talk about the prizes that we've already given away. Here's what's off the table: the PBR Experience passes to go see the rodeo. That one was given away yesterday, which leaves new carpeting for 3 rooms in your house, including the padding and labor up to 324 square feet from the Carpet Discount Warehouse.
a Yankee Candle gift basket loaded with great Yankee candles and accessories from the Yankee Candle Williamsburg flagship store.
My favorite, the outdoor deck cooking package, including a 4-burner gas grill, outdoor fryer, and grill kit from MNK Unlimited Custom Decks.
Or you could get a little getaway, 2-night weekend stay at the Newport News Marriott at City Center with breakfast for 2 every day. And don't forget, everybody who enters the pop quiz all week long will automatically be entered to win the contest week grand prize, which is the hottest ticket in town, the country mega ticket from Farm Bureau Live. We're talking Sugarland, Lady Antebellum, huge shows coming. You get to see them all. All right, Jeremy Wheeler is going to pick the prize for our winner today. He's the grand poobah of prizes.
Yep. There we go. All right, let's take a look.
Drum roll, please.
There it is. I can't read it.
My favorite, the gas grill from
MNK Unlimited. Nice.
Okay, we'll be right back. We're back. I know, one more day, people, before you got to buckle down.
Right.
Yes, hey, I want to thank Joey McDaniel from Dell at MacArthur Center. We'll have all the information about that Alienware gaming event. It's going to be pretty cool.
And David Six from Hampton University. Go, David.
Lori Clayton's blog will also be at thewinterroadshow.com. Don't forget, she said, just get your garden growing, and congratulations to the winner of our outdoor grill from MNK Unlimited. Congratulations.
Awesome prize.
We'll see you tomorrow, Chris. Here's some beats.
Oh, thank you. For me.